How are we getting on, folks? And to be quite honest, it was definitely a bit of an up and down day. Um, I don't really know what to make of it. Obviously, look at we had some great joy with Abbey Magic winning at 11-1. But the rest of the cards, look at Shanaushik ran a brilliant race at massive odds. I think she finished up. What did she finish up at? She finished up at 25-1. Turning in, she looked like she was going to be one of the first three. Just couldn't get home and just literally nabbed for a place by Make My Heart Fly. Um, Obviously, Ferdia didn't perform as I'd like, but it was understandable going up in grade as well. Les Barris, I do not know what happened. Snugsborough Hall ran a decent race. Dalton Highway ran a decent race. Esperti, look at Esperti let us down, but overall, look at we came out with profit anyway. 11-1 winner. I'm probably just being a bit hard on myself with the way things have gone over the past couple of days and multiple winners, but just to come out with the one winner today, I was a little bit disappointed. But I suppose you have to look at the bigger side of things as well. We did come out with profit. Looking at tomorrow, looks to be a fairly decent card. Shortest price is 9-4, while the biggest price is 18-1. So we are going to have some big prices in here. Generally, my bigger prices are doing much better than the shorter prices so far in Galway this year, but we definitely will not say no to that. Hopefully, look, we'll be able to kick things on and keep going with, I suppose, just general profit for each day. First race off though, the 4:35, a tricky little card here. Obviously, look at Paul Townend has chosen Tax for Max. I don't know what to make of him though. I think he is a bit of a quirky sort. He's definitely been quirky in the past, and he looks to be a bit of a difficult ride. And that for me is probably the reason why Paul is on him. I wouldn't necessarily be putting him as the first string of the two, definitely not. But I think if there's a horse or if there's a jockey that's going to get a horse like Tax for Max home in one piece, in the best position, Paul Townend is the man to do it. But for me, anyway, Far Out is definitely looks to be the stable's first string. And the fact that Brian Hayes is on board, obviously, look at with the win last time out, I think it was a massive distance winner. I think it won by something along the lines of 15 lengths. Beaten Son of Hypnos and Estepona's Son, Complete Fancy, Decimal Day, Crescent Lake, MacPhil's. That wouldn't necessarily be the strongest of races, but Tax for Max isn't the strongest of favourites. Now, don't forget, Tax for Max was well beaten off in second at prices of 4-9 there last time out. So it just goes to show he is a very quirky sort, and he can throw in the towel when he wants to. 11-8 is definitely too short for me, and therefore Far Out is definitely the next best of the two. For me, anyway, it looks to be his race to lose. Keep an eye on Ilmig. Winner last time out, but I suppose the fact that it has to concede weight to an awful lot of these is going to be definitely very tricky. But for me, anyway, Far Out looks to be the one they all have to beat. I think this one holds the class form in the race here now tomorrow. 5-10 next race off, a very tricky race. There's no point beating around the bush. It looks to be between three of these. Blueberry definitely deserving favourite. Definitely like the look of City Island, providing it does get back to form. But for me, Low Sun looks to be one they're all forgetting. Obviously, look at a very talented sort for Willie Mullins when he was stable there. Joined the Dennis Hogan team, fourth, third, and second for Dennis since joining that team as well. I think, in all honesty, we are looking at a horse that could be potentially very, very nicely treated. Obviously, look at Loves Galway, course and distance winner. I think this horse is going to be a big. He's going to play a big hand in this one here now. And 7-1 is definitely overpriced. Is he going to win? I'm not 100% sure, but what I do know is he's going to be thereabouts. 7-1, definitely overpriced and well within his rights to go for an each way play here. Next race off then, the 5:45, and my nap of the day. How this horse is 9-4, I do not know. Gin on Lime, unbeaten so far this year, ridden by Darragh O'Keefe, the amazing Darragh O'Keefe, trained by Henry de Bromhead. Look at this one here is the one they all have to beat. And realistically, it's going to be a very, very hard horse to stop. He's going to go from the front. He's going to set the fractions. And I definitely think that he is going to be an outrageous horse to stop. Looks to be a very, very talented sort over a chase and fence. Does very little wrong. Picks up very, very nicely all the way up to the line. And look at 9-4. You could be picking worse horses now tomorrow at prices of 9-4 or thereabouts. Is he good enough to win it? I'd be shocked if he's second, to be quite honest with you. I think he is absolutely nailed on. 9-4 for Gin on Lime. If he wins, I'll definitely be drinking Gin on Lime anyway. That's one thing for sure. Now, next race off then, the 6:15, the Galway Hurdle. And there's one mare in here that I have always, since coming into this particular stable, I have always said she is massively, massively overlooked because of her original price tag. Now, she was bought for only €600. She's ended up winning nearly €100,000 in prize money. That being the miracle mare that is Sky Ace, currently priced at 18-1. My God, this one here looks to be the bargain of the day. Definitely well within its rights to go very, very close here. 18-1 is absolutely massive. And I cannot stress this enough. This mare is a grade 1 winning mare in a handicap hurdle. She is coming up against some very, very talented sorts. Look, it's an ultra competitive race. Generally, most times, more than not, favorites don't necessarily win this race. You had, look at Sharjah there a couple of years back, winning at 16-1. Aramon was, I think, 8-1, if memory serves me right, from last year. But for me, anyway, I cannot look past Sky Ace. She is an outrageous talent. And I was lucky enough with special thanks to Cathal McHugh and the boys, obviously, with Bird in Hand Syndicate, to be able to come up and see this mare working. And look at, she was completely faultless. She really, really put in a very, very good bit of work. Wasn't overly tested, but she really, really lit up the gallops there that particular day. She's coming in here fighting fit. Jodie McGarvey on board. I would absolutely love to see this mare winning. It would be more emotional for me than seeing Honeysuckle win the champion hurdle there this year. And I was nearly reduced to tears looking at Honeysuckle, the way she just galloped all the way to the line. I can't stress this enough. I want nothing more than Sky Ace to win this race tomorrow. Now, look, at people are going to say that the trip is going to be a little bit short for her, and I definitely would agree. She's better over 2 mile 4, but with the rain that's been falling around Galway over the past 3 days, that's given it a bit more softer touch in the ground. She'll definitely like that. She should appreciate the uphill climb, the way she ran on very, very stoutly in Cheltenham. I think the fact that the softer grounders came and the fact that it's such a steep uphill finish in Galway, that's going to substitute the fact that it's a 2 mile race and emulate more a stiff 2 mile 4 finish. So she is definitely coming in here with a live chance, and do not let the price tag fool you. My God, she's a very, very special mare, and I just want to wish Shark Hanlon, Jody McGarvey, Colin McHugh, Carol Sutton, Kevin Crane, John Crane. There's another couple of people that I'm missing out on, and I really am very, very sorry that I am missing out. I just can't think of your names off the top of my head, but anyone that's involved with Sky Ace tomorrow, I want to wish you all the very, very best of luck. I am going to be roaring the house down when she turns in, 2 lengths in front, hopefully, fingers crossed. And look, at the most important thing is the mare comes home safe and sound. That's all anyone wants. That's all anyone can ask for. But she is a very, very, very talented mare, and I absolutely love every bone in her body. She is just absolutely outstanding, and I cannot stress this enough. I really, really hope that she runs a big, big race in the Galway Hurdle for you all tomorrow. Next race off then, the 6:45. Going away from my love affair with Sky Ace, and this one here, I am going to be siding with a Clare man based in Galway. Brian McMahon, former Clare hurler, obviously training in Galway now. He knows how to get his winners around Galway. That's one thing for sure. Carawan, currently priced at 11-2 for Philip Enright, and like I already said, Brian McMahon. This one here was a talented enough sort on the flat and has put some very, very nice runs over hurdles. Generally, I'm not sure if it's run around Galway much before. Ran once. Last time it ran around Galway was 4th of 18. Actually, the only time it ran around Galway was 4th of 18. But looking at the form end of things, it really does run very, very nicely and very consistently. And like I said with Abbey Magic, it's just an overall horse that you just fall in love with. Like, when there's a horse that's so consistent on all sorts of ground and in all sorts of disciplines as well, it's very hard not to like them. I think Carawan in here, the fact that it's been backed in from 10-1 into 11-2, I haven't looked at the Betfair exchange or anything like that, see what sort of money is down on it, but I would be hoping that it is genuine money and not a bookie's move, as the saying goes. But look, I'm going to take a chance. It's a horse that I really, really like. Blinkers on first time. I'd imagine it's going to be up near the front, which is where you want to be around Galway. Obviously, look, we've seen what Abbey Magic did there today from the front end, and we should be hoping that we see something of the similar sort now tomorrow with Carawan. Next race off then, the 7:15. We already talked about the nap of the day. Would be a massive, massive shock if it's anyway worse than first. I would be shocked. I would be absolutely astounded if this horse cannot win tomorrow. Banbridge for Joseph O'Brien and JJ Slevin, currently priced at 5-2. I think, personally speaking, this horse here is that little bit better than MC Muldoon. Just when you look at the form, 2/2 over hurdles, winner of a National Hunt National Hunt flat race, beaten Goldwyn Magic and Shanacool Daisy. Next time out, then a winner over hurdles on soft in Punchestown at 6.5 lengths ahead of John Cannon and Gorgeous Suspect. And last time out, an even favourites on soft ground, beating the Little Yank, Palm Beach, Brooks Falls, Peace Party, Rum and Air. In my opinion, anyway, that is definitely good enough to beat MC Muldoon here. Obviously, look at Joseph O'Brien is having a great season. Had the bumper winner in the last there today. Very, very impressive bumper winner, might I do say. I think Banbridge here has more to like about it than most in here. The fact that it's unbeaten over hurdles definitely says it all. It's going to be a very, very hard horse to stop. Soft ground should be to his liking. And yeah, I would be imagining 5-2 is definitely well within his rights to go for the next best. Now, next race off, then the 7:45, going to be my patron pick of the day, so I'm not going to be covering that. But the next race off, the last race of the day, very, very tempted to go for the next best here with this one. But Dad's Lad in here for Willie and Patrick Mullins, currently priced at 9-4. We missed the boat at 11-4, but we are going to take 9-4 all day long. As I already said in previous videos, the Me family absolutely love it around Galway. This one here, you can almost be certain that's been the target since this horse came into the ownership of the Me family here. It doesn't necessarily look the strongest of races. Now, obviously, look at Ultimate Tool is the main worry here. But that one there is on the drift at 5-1 now. Is it worth an each way play at that odds? I definitely think it does. But if you're looking for winners, which I am, the more winners, the better for me. Daz lad in here, I think sometime soon this horse is going to come right, and you can almost be certain Willie Mullins has this horse well primed. We've seen it with 0-10. We've seen it. Did we see it with any other horse yet? I do not know for the Me family. But 0-10, obviously, look how easy that was. I just think for me anyway, Dad's lad, I cannot look past the Me family. I would be kicking myself to say, go back Ultimate Tool, and next and Dad's lad wins at a hack canter doing backward handstands. Now, will he do it? He's a bit like Tax for Max. He is a bit of a bio, and he is a bit of a boisterous sort, but I think Willie has this horse straight now. When you look at the form, second, third, is he going to come second again? I don't know, and I hope he isn't. But the win has to come sometime soon. And 94 for me is definitely more appealing than 5-1 for Ultimate Tool. Look, it's just my personal opinion. I definitely would be thinking the two of them are going to come home first and second. So look, if you have a couple of quid left over, have a Euro forecast or have a Euro tricast with maybe I don't know who you'd put in the tricast for, but yeah, definitely Daz lad and Ultimate Tool. I think that's actually nearly a better bet. The fact that it's 9-4 and 5-1. Don't exactly know how much that would actually pay for a forecast, but definitely very, very interesting. I'll actually be putting on a forecast myself when I stop this video. But look, I'm going to leave it there. That's all I have time for now tomorrow. Please make sure to keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. If I've made you money any way, shape, or form over the last 3 days, just hit that red button. It really, really helps me out. I want to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark to be able to monetize this channel with ads and whatever like that. And I need the 1,000 subscriber mark to do so. If you're feeling that little bit more generous, there's a link down below to the Patreon account. It's €10 a month, but we have basically tips from myself and Ryan Sharkey every day, or at least as many days as we can. One of us will definitely put up something if one of us can't. As well as that, we do monthly giveaways. Now, next month's monthly giveaway is going to be a very, very special giveaway. It's going to be something that every horse racing enthusiast is going to absolutely love. Can't say what it is just yet because we want to get, I suppose, past the January stage first before we announce it, because if we only announce it now, it's going to attract more people in. What that will do is people are going to pay the €10 a month for July and then end up paying the €10 for August once the 1st of August comes in. We don't want that. So look, just be wary if you are signing up to Patreon, but look, I leave a link in the description below for that. It's €10 a month. We do giveaways. We have a great WhatsApp group in for the patron members as well. And look, it's for the sake of €10 a month, we definitely do pay y'all back. We had a fairly decent month so far in July with plenty of big prize winners and places. And look, I'm going to leave it there. The very, very best of luck to y'all tomorrow. Hopefully we're on plenty of winners as well. And just before I go, I want to wish Jordan Gainford, and I think it was Garage Bruder. It was either Garage or Gavin. I'm not 100% sure. I'm nearly sure it was Garage. The very, very best of luck, and hopefully your injuries weren't too serious there today. Two nasty falls in Galway, and medical advice or medical attendance need to be got. But just want to say from behalf of myself, and I'm sure the majority of the racing community as well, want to wish you all the very, very best of luck in your recoveries if needs be as well. Hopefully the injuries weren't too serious and you're back on the race course very, very soon. But look, like I said, please make sure to keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you are having a bet tomorrow, the very, very best of luck. And look, we'll see you all again tomorrow for Friday's racing.